In this chapter 20 on restoring broken fellowship, we have one of the most practical chapters in purpose-driven life because it tells you how to bring resolution and reconciliation when a relationship's been broken. Now, you're going to need this the rest of your life because we live in a fallen world and we hurt each other, sometimes intentionally and sometimes unintentionally. And in this chapter, I lay out 7 steps, 7 biblical principles for restoring and rebuilding a broken relationship. Now, you need to understand the difference between forgiveness and trust. Forgiveness must be instant. Trust is earned over time. If a woman is being abused by a man, say her husband, and she kicks him out of the house because of his abusive alcoholism or whatever, and he comes back to her and he knocks on the door and he says, "I'm sorry, will you forgive me?" She could say, "Yes, I do forgive you." But does she have to immediately trust him? No, absolutely not. Forgiveness is by grace. Trust is earned, and it's earned over time. It takes a long time to build trust, and it can be lost in an instant. But in the forgiveness, you forgive for your own sake. You forgive because God commands you to forgive. You forgive because you're going to need to be forgiven more yourself in the future. Now, in this chapter on broken fellowship, the Bible tells us that when we have a broken relationship with someone, whether it's their fault or ours, we are to take the initiative. We are to be ministers of reconciliation. So I want you to read this chapter, and then I want you to prayerfully consider, is there somebody I need to go to? Somebody who has hurt me or somebody I've hurt, and I'm not going to wait on them anymore. It's always more rewarding to resolve a relationship than to dissolve a relationship.
Hi, y'all. So I remember reading this chapter and stopping everything I was doing and try to make amends with someone that we got into a little squirrel. But what I need to realize that is the hardest people to show that you've changed is your loved ones. So it wasn't received right away, but I truly understand in your heart. So I don't know, just continue to grow.